It's Willie T. Are you motivated? I'm motivated. Let's get motivated together. This is for all my smoke shop owners and various business people that's finding their way in this new industry. This new industry is going to be growing so big over the next few years. There's going to be so many people coming in with it with new ideas, new thoughts, new innovations, and new ways to succeed in business. And we're here to make that happen. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how to make yourself more noticeable in your community and become a brand. Are you just getting in the industry just to sit around? That's not what we're here to do. We're here to create new jobs, new wealth, and a new age in the cannabis industry. To do this, you gotta be motivated. You gotta find that fire inside of you that drives you, that gets you up, that gets you out of bed, that gets you going. Okay? This isn't the job that everyone thought it was, where we'd sit around and smoke and just be high and forget we're doing anything, like the girl in the commercial with the couch and just stuck on the thing. That's the old image. That's the dead stoner that's no longer around. Now we're full of creators, innovators. We're full of new strain makers and all kinds of beautiful things. New products are hitting the scene every day, and every day this industry grows more and more and more. And to be part of it, you need to like, subscribe, and follow our channel, because we're going to be giving you guys all kinds of fun information and everything. So let's get motivated. My first video today, what we're going to be talking about today is about being efficient. To be efficient, you're going to need to build your brand up. Most people get into this industry, and I've known them too long. They get the shop going, they sit around, they go home, they put somebody in place to do it. Those people are just paid by the hour. They're not necessarily going to put the fire that you have into it. So if you own a business, you need to be making sure that you're going out there, you're visiting with your people, you're getting to know your customers, and you're connecting. Anymore today, no one wants to buy from a brand. They want to buy from a person, someone that they can feel close with, they can understand, and they can get to know. Somebody that shows them the lifestyle that they hope to enjoy and achieve for themselves. And so that's what you got to make sure that you create. If you're only running your business partially, you're not going to be creating that. If you're taking days off and closing early and doing all this, it's not going to help you. What you need to do is be consistent. Consistency is the key to efficiency. Now, back before this was an industry, one of the ways I found myself such success was I was consistent. Sometimes I didn't have the best buds. Sometimes my stuff was mediocre. But I was always consistent. My customers loved that, and because of my consistency, they would always come to me first. That gave me the opportunity to have the first option for the sale. And even if there was somebody who had something better than me, they knew that I was still going to be their supply. So my consistency provided for efficiency, because it made sure that I didn't have to spend too much time marketing to those customers to come to me. This can be done today in your new age, and you can reach customers in new ways. When I was younger, we didn't do this. These things were kept in our cars. The battery, we look at you and be like, you better not have the battery in that when you come in here. But today, media marketing and imaging, where you're at, you see people do it all the time. Look at me in the grow room. Market your product. Show that your product is something relevant to everyone. And that's not just a cool design, but it's an actual product that meets a lifestyle's needs. Because when we talk about products and creating consistency, so people can easily buy from you, you also need to create a sense, of course, the sense of emergency to buy. That's all techniques. People want to buy from people they enjoy. And so what you need to also create when you're out there and you're getting yourselves going on and you're starting to grow your brand is a wealth of knowledge. You want people to understand that you are a wealth of knowledge. Now, in today's age, how do you do that? Most people will make the mistake of arguing because we live in an age of social media. So what do most people do? They will get online and they'll argue their facts. That's never going to win you the respect and the knowledge you want, even if it's completely wrong. The best way to approach these things is to actually talk about what you know and not point out what the other person doesn't know. And this goes on multiple levels. When you're dealing with a customer in a smoke shop and they come in and they're looking for a double blown glass. I know a few of you guys are laughing about that because what's a double blown? I don't know, but I guarantee you a lot of the other people on this video knows what a double blown glass is. Even though realistically, there's no such thing as a double blown glass. It's referred to as inside out work, okay? Double blown is just a sales technique. But instead of a customer coming in and being like, I'm looking for a double blown glass, and you correcting them, when you correct them, you make them feel dumb. When someone feels dumb, they're not going to be up to giving you them dollars. So instead, what you do is you help educate. Oh yeah, I got some of those. We actually call them inside out pieces. Oh, why is that? Well, it's because of the way it's blown. And now you have a chance to educate your consumer without putting up their roadblocks. Okay? I know I'm going to go far, but hopefully you guys can get a lot of pieces of information from this. Alright? Share it with your friends. Make sure to like us and all that stuff. Alright? So going back to, consistency is efficiency. You want to make sure that you're consistently bringing this to your brand, okay? Because it doesn't do good if one person says this, but then you don't treat everyone like this. Because then, it's easier for people to share a bad experience than it is to share it good. If you give someone a bad experience, they will make sure to tell 10 people about their bad experience. If you give somebody a great experience, they're going to tell 2 people. It's sad, but that's how it works. So if you maintain your level of consistency to equal your level of, knowledge and your level of consumer interaction, your customer service, and you're consistent on all those levels, your message will be more consistent. Because you can have 1 or 2 people saying they're the greatest people in the world, but unless you're being consistent across the board, it's not going to work. It's the same with your hours. If you're running a shop and you're having issues with staying open some days, you're never going to be consistent. I have people do it all the time. They come down, we're going to go out after a while, it's time to close down the shop, and what do? We simply, my friends are telling me, well, it's 6:45, you close at 7, can we just leave now? But if we leave now, yes, I'll be 15 minutes early, but then my customer that might come in that 15 minutes is going to see that I'm not there. Now to them, their thought is that we're not consistent enough to be open at 7 o'clock. They're going to tell more of their friends, and the brand's consistency will lower. The brand will not be known as something that they can rely on and see when they need it. You need to make sure you're building a brand that's consistent on all fronts and maintains that consistency. If you need to, write it down. Get your phone out, get a piece of paper, write down 3 areas that you can improve on to be more consistent in your life so that your business can run more efficiently. Okay? Because that's how we find success. So, that's my little 10-minute wrap-up video right there. We're going to call that good. Stay tuned for more where we'll talk about branding, marketing, how to deal with customers, building client lists, and all that great stuff. If you have any ideas, questions, or concerns, please leave them in the comments. We'll be more than happy to reply back to you. And if you have any ideas for any projects you want us to talk about, let us know. My name's Willie T, and I'm out.